Hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of my Dungeon Quest Guide series. My name is Icosiel, and today we find ourselves in the Barrens, where we will see what quests motivate the Horde to explore the caves near the Lushwater Oasis, better known to you as the Wailing Caverns. The Wailing Caverns is a dungeon grand in scale when considering the lower level requirements needed to run through it. It comes with many twists and turns that many players, including myself, can easily get turned around in. Located in the heart of the Barrens, the Wailing Caverns is a 5-man dungeon appropriate for the levels of 18 through 24. There are a lot of tricky pulls that await you, so having a party that can CC effectively will greatly help. Now let's get started. In order to unlock all the quests available for the Wailing Caverns, there are several pre-quests that must be done first. In order to get the pinnacle quest of the instance called Leaders of the Fang, you will first need to speak to Tonga Rune Totem, who is found at the crossroads. He will give you the quest The Forgotten Pools, and this begins a string of quests that will have you traveling to 3 different oases in the zone and completing different tasks. Once you complete these quests, you will be asked to speak with Hamul Rune Totem, who is found on the Elder Rise in Thunderbluff. After speaking with him, you will have unlocked the Leaders of the Fang quest, which is given to you by Nara Wildmane, who is found in the same tent. And she will reward you with one of 2 rare quality items called the Crescent Staff or Wingblade. The second quest you need to unlock is called Smart Drinks, and to unlock it, you must first speak to Mebok Mizirix, who is found in Ratchet. The quest you want to complete is called Raptor Horns, and you will be rewarded a stack of 5 Raptor Punch and a Barkeeper's Cloak. To complete it, you will need to collect 5 intact Raptor Horns from Sunscale Scythe Claws, and those mobs can be found in abundance at either of these 2 locations. Collect what you need and head back to Mebok, who will now give you the quest for the instance called Smart Drinks. You will need to collect 6 portions of Wailing Essence from the devouring ectoplasms found both outside and inside the instance. On the Spirit Rise in Thunderbluff, there is a place called the Pools of Vision, and inside you will find Apothecary Zama, who will offer you the quest Serpentbloom. Zama wants you to bring her 10 Serpentblooms, which can be collected both outside and inside the instance, and she will reward you with the Cloth Uncommon Quality Apothecary Gloves. You now need to head on over to Ratchet to pick up one more quest. The quest is called Trouble at the Docks, and it is offered to you by Crane Operator Bigglefuzz, who wants you to collect a bottle of 99-year-old port held by a goblin named Mad Maglish, who can be found outside the instance. The final 2 quests you need are actually found above the Wailing Caverns entrance. To get there, just follow around the southeastern side of the hill until you find a path that leads to the top, as I do here. Jump down carefully, and inside you will find 2 quest givers named Ebru and Nalpak. Ebru will give you the quest called Deviate Eradication, and you are tasked to kill 7 each of Deviate Ravagers, Vipers, Shamblers, and Dreadfangs. You will be rewarded either a green quality leather pattern, wand, or mail gauntlets. Now speak with Nalpak, who will give you the quest Deviate Hides, and he wants you to collect 20 Deviate Hides from the creatures who dwell in the caverns. You will be rewarded with either uncommon leather leggings or a 10-slot bag. Being the bag collector I am, I always suggest taking the bag. Your quest log should now look like this, and if so, it is time to gather your party and head inside. Before you enter the instance, there are a few quests you can complete outside. The first is to find Mad Maglish and collect the 99-year-old port. Maglish is stealthed and can be hard to find, but he will be found in either of these 3 areas marked here. Kill him and loot the 99-year-old port to complete the quest. For the quest Serpentbloom, you are looking for these purple and green colored roses found throughout the caverns both outside and inside the instance. They are few and far between, but there are more than enough to complete the quest. Keep in mind that the Serpentbloom found outside the instance respawn at a quicker rate than the ones found inside. The next quest that can be completed before going inside is Deviate Hides, where you must collect the hides that drop off of any of the lizard and serpent creatures found in the cave. Plenty of these mobs can be found inside the dungeon, so I would suggest doing one lap around the pond before going inside just to get you started. Also found in the same area are the devouring ectoplasms you need to collect the wailing essence for the quest Smart Drinks. More of these ectoplasms can be found inside the instance, so again, just do one lap around the pond and you're ready to start the dungeon. The moment you zone in, you will want to speak with the Disciple of Naralex, who will offer you a buff before you begin. This will not be the last time you speak to him. Once you begin, you will immediately begin to kill some of the mobs you need to complete the quest Deviate Eradication. As long as you complete the entire dungeon, you will easily complete the quest, because each will be found in a different section of the dungeon. The last quest for you to complete is the Leaders of the Fang, and you need to collect the gem from each of the 4 Fang Lords. Those Fang Lords are Lord Cobron, Lady Anacondra, Lord Pythus, and Lord Serpentis, and they can be found at these locations. Each of them has their own little tricks, and additional mobs that like to protect them. Killing these Fang Lords not only completes this quest, but also opens up another, so go back to the Disciple of Naralex and speak to him to start an event. You will escort the Disciple to the Dreamer's Rock, which is located here, and along the way, you will be attacked in a couple areas until you reach the Dreamer. Once you get there, the Disciple will begin a process of awakening Naralex, and it is your job to protect him until the process is complete. Be careful with the AoE during the first 2 phases and allow your tank to establish threat on the multiple mobs that are attacking. These phases are timed, so you will have to bring these mobs down quickly so you're not overwhelmed. The 3rd and final phase will bring out Mutanus the Devourer. He has a few abilities to watch out for, such as a knockback and sleeping random party members. Once Mutanus is dead, he will drop for you an item called the Glowing Shard, which will begin your final quest. To complete the Glowing Shard, you will need to speak with Sputtervalve, who is found next to the Flightmaster in Ratchet. He tells you to speak with a druid named Follow Sagewind, who is located at the top of a hill above the Wailing Caverns. You will now be sent to Thunderbluff to speak with Humul Rune Totem to complete the series, and collect your reward, which is either cloth shoulders or mail boots of uncommon quality. With all of your quests complete, your time in the Wailing Caverns is over. Thank you very much for watching this presentation of the Wailing Caverns, which is part of my Dungeon Quest Guide series for the Horde. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment below, and please like and subscribe to be notified of new content I create for WoW Classic. For some of my other content, you can click on any of these links here. Thank you again for watching, and remember to watch your step before entering the instance, or face the ridicule of all those who see you fall to the pit boss before you even begin.